Everyone wants to be like us, Josh. Everyone wants to be like us.
Often imitate it, never duplicate it? Is that how it goes?
You could duplicate us.
I don't think people would want that.
It's Rich. It's his buddy.
Yes, sir.
Important.
Oh, sir.
Yeah. Yep. I gotta get 6 inches or something like that.
That's what she said.
All right.
Too easy.
See this one? Look at this. Look at this. Sit-stand desk. He's using a sit-stand desk right now.
Not one of ours.
Not one of ours.
Keystone, baby.
That's
Functional.
Keystone original.
Yikes.
Shut your mouth.
That's the only thing I do is
The only thing
desk
this
stuff.
guy does is desks.
As soon as they're done, I'm fired. I've given my notice.
So we're gonna go look at.
Wait, what are you?
Oh, what? Yeah, go ahead.
Kombucha.
Show
Oh,
what you're doing.
okay.
Drinking
alcohol
on the
probiotics.
That's what I thought.
Isn't kombucha like fermented
Hey, look at that.
yogurt?
Non-alcoholic.
If it's below a certain percentage, they're allowed to say that, but it does still contain alcohol.
Yeah, but not 2%. 2% is like a Seagram's drink.
What is kombucha? Isn't it like fermented, like pickle something? What is it?
Vinegar water.
Vinegar water?
Basically.
You're not selling it.
Wine tastes better.
Not selling it at all. Anyway, modular desk, which is all this man does. We're gonna need to sell you some more desks. The style's not changing significantly.
No.
We're just addressing some of the.
Adding functionality. Additional functionality.
We're fixing our fuck ups.
Yeah.
We have, I believe, up in the top of the chicken house. I think we've got a whole bunch of stuff to look at potentially. So we'll take engineering team, Josh, for color commentary and comic relief.
The life of the party.
Thank you. We'll bring Johan for the raw sex appeal.
Okay.
And then we'll grab KK McClay, Mr. Kelly, for his, I don't know why we're bringing him. It's like the Avengers. Kelly, you're the Tony Stark of the Pennsylvania engineering team. I'll go Captain America. I feel like Captain America is gonna be a hard sell.
Actually, he's the boss. I just pay for everything and design everything and make everyone look cooler.
I'll go Captain America.
Yeah, I ain't wearing that.
Johan, the Hulk. He gets angry. He does get angry. We're gonna go look at desk stuff. We're gonna talk desks. We're gonna go look at the latest and greatest desks.
Since you're talking to me, you want me to be there.
Yes, of course.
Uh-huh.
You're a key part of the Avengers. Who's your favorite Avenger?
I would say Iron Man.
There you go. He's Tony Stark. This is Tony Stark.
Mechanical stuff.
Yeah, this is Tony Stark right here.
Yeah? Does that make you Black Widow?
Say hi to Auntie Dad. Fat.
Thank you.
Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Oh.
Secret.
Desky.
That's a mega desk.
They're upside down.
How am I supposed to know that? The drawings you gave me had fucking no information on it.
We found our Hulk right there. Sit-stand desks. We made a version. Spent a long time developing it. We learned a lot along the way. We're coming in for round 2. So, we sell 2 sizes. We have the standard desk. And then we have the big boy, the XL. All right, Kelly, what are we gonna look at?
So what we've been focusing on is the modularity, all the different components that we want to do and reusable parts on all the different models.
Okay.
So the addition now is a right or left hand return in 2 different sizes. This would be a right hand return.
Yep.
This is the small one. It could go on either side, customer selectable.
Gotcha.
Okay, this is the larger of it, and the same thing, customer selectable. They could put it as a left hand return or a right hand return.
This area right here, is this the XL?
That is your XL.
Okay, so that is the surface area for our XL.
Right.
Would this be something we offer on a standard, or would it only be for the XL?
Both.
Both?
Both.
Now, are you guys advocating, if we were to offer this, are you advocating we would offer 1 length
Both.
for the return, or 2 lengths?
I'm advocating to offer both lengths because this one here would fit 2 cubbies and that one would fit 1 cubby.
Oh, you guys are gonna okay, let's talk about cubbies. That's a good segue into the cubbies. We have an existing cubby structure. Yep. The problem I had with our existing cubbies is I didn't like the fact that the customer had to assemble it themselves. The manufacturing was extremely complex and difficult, right? Whereas this looks a lot better.
These were resized so that you could still put two side by side on the larger desk.
If I take this cubby compared to Generation 1 cubby, is this the same size or a different size than the original?
Different size.
Different size.
Smaller.
Narrower?
Yes.
Got it. So the mounting points remained the same. The cubby itself became slightly narrower, so that then we could double them up. So the idea is we make one thing, and then if you want to double, you get two. Versus currently we make a single and then a wider double.
You make a shorter one?
We make a short and a tall.
They'll
This
be
is
short and
currently
tall.
set up, I think, as the tall. I believe that's the tall.
By the way, the current cubbies can do short or tall.
Yeah.
When these are...
There's like either an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch of gap.
Anyone else? A little spidey sense tingly on that. If you mount them... Right, oh boy. Right? When these get mounted, if there's any manufacturing, like if the top is a little wavy gravy, anything like that, you're going to end up basically having
The side-to-side skew.
Yeah, so we're going to need...
Not just the gap.
I love the idea of two of these. I think we're going to need a washer of some sort.
That's doable, yeah.
So that we could then have a spacing. So I think we space them with a set distance. Like in terms of the spacing, that is the correct amount. I like the idea of something that we just like, boop, that just spaces it.
An XL can take 2 on each side. A standard can only take 1 on each side. So when you have a return, these disconnect, the return goes in its place, and then you can rotate them out. We did it that way because the intent of this is that these can be added after the fact. You can buy an XL and later buy one of these and move your cubbies.
This sounds hard. So here's where I'm worried with this strategy. They have a desk already. Later on, they're going to purchase this. What are the chances we actually get this to be close to flush? Josh, what are the chances?
And that's why I
Do a
thought
big
we were
enough
doing
bevel,
this.
nobody will notice.
But you'll have a spot for shit to get in. Like, you're gonna lose all your pencils in there and shit. Yeah.
Because getting things dead nuts flush is basically impossible in woodworking. Instead of going dead flush, I'm just going to throw it out there. We could have it so that this is intentionally a little lower, or we could have this so that this is intentionally a little higher and actually overlaps. I want to see it with an overhang. I also want to see it with an underhang, if that's a word. Talk to me, how the heck do the sit-stand bases work with the L-desk, though?
So, on this desk here, there's 2 motors. There's one on each side.
So where are the motors on this?
They're inside the leg.
Oh,
Gotcha, so the motor is in here
We got
somewhere.
a control box right here. Now
Yeah.
this control box here has 2 inputs.
Yep.
On this new manufacturer, they also have a control box that takes 3 inputs and 4 inputs.
So it sounds like, I mean, this is a solved problem.
Yes.
Like, there are people that are doing this type of desk, but are they doing full U desks? Sit, stand, full? You're telling me, Kelly, you could get 2 of the long extenders, mount them on both sides. You could have 2 cubbies,
That'd be it.
and then that's it. Actually, do these take, if you get this, you can't put cubbies on this side?
That's correct.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
This goes, the cubbies have to be...
Although,
I'm assuming that uses the mounts where the cubbies
I
were.
believe that's exactly what
it
it's
doesn't
doing.
actually use those mounts, but it passes through that
Oh, okay.
area.
And you can add it on after?
Guacamole. So so it looks like on this desk we don't have a front rail.
It comes with one. The desk itself comes with the magnetic rail.
Focus on modularity.
It's
'cause that's all
broken.
we have
It's
here.
broken up into 3 sections. There's a section that'll run from here to here with the corner block.
Okay.
Then there's a middle section, and then there's a section on that side. So if you want to put an extension on this side, you can remove this side magnetic rail. You can keep the middle one.
Rich, I want to see you stand in front of this desk. What are you doing, hiding over there? I don't know why he has coffee grounds. Rich, give this a reality check. Is this stupid? Is this stupid, Matt?
I think it's a bit much for me.
It's a lot of desk.
Good for a hobbyist.
You go on.
Deskist.
RC cars, models,
Dioramas.
Dude that builds Legos, paints, I don't know, man.
So the vast majority of people won't buy something like this, but this is completely modular. This is what you could do. Nobody has to do it, and it doesn't change our SKUs one bit at all.
Well, but now we're making it so that so here's my concern. It's like, in order for us now to offer this, you're now complexifying the standard and the XL. You're saying all the magnetic rails are now modular.
Yes.
Every section of magnetic rail can come off and get reapplied.
Yes.
Remember, Bobby asked for, like, he didn't like the rail. So Bobby would remove them all.
So then the magnetic rail becomes an add-on.
Or it can either ship
Right, or it's included, right?
Or you can
you could literally, right. It's like our game table. Is the topper an add-on? Well, kind of, but not really, right? Because pretty much everyone gets it.
Whether or not you choose to put this extension on really is going to drive whether or not you need to have this removable. Then it becomes preference of whether or not you want to remove other sections.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So there's two key things that we got rid of from the current desk. There was a clipped corner,
Yes, sir.
and there was a stomach cutout.
Yes.
My opinion on the stomach cutout is it looks aesthetically pleasing,
Love that.
but it was put in place originally on desks as an ergonomic solution. With the sit-stand desk, you're able to adjust where your height is, so having that ergonomic rest isn't as essential. It also permanently places you in the center of your desk. If you have just the L portion and not the U portion, you're now stuck working basically in this corner. Getting rid of the stomach cutout, it doesn't keep you stuck right in the center of your desk.
You're making a
I eliminated the constraint.
You're like, listen, this is better because it can do this, and it can do this, and it can do this, and it can do this. Nobody cares. They want something that looks cool. It's like an Apple phone or an Apple product versus a PC. Oh, but the PC, I can do it so cool. I can mod Minecraft, right? It's like, look, it's like, yes, I get it. Like, the PC is it's more adaptable, but fundamentally, it doesn't look, it doesn't have the sex appeal, right? It's the fact that it has the clipped corner. It's the fact that it has this. Yes, I understand.
You can still have a clipped corner. You'll just have a smaller clipped corner.
I'm willing to consider something, but I am going to go sizzle and sex and then utility. The goal is to make a gorgeous desk that people want to have in their house that then has innovative functionality.
I do agree that the cutout doesn't really serve much purpose.
I get that
I don't
too.
care.
It looks good.
Neither does tint on your windows or big rims. It's purely aesthetic. I'm going to just reject the premise. It isn't about the utility. That cutout has absolutely no utility. There's no utility for that cutout. It was never about utility. It was about the fact that it's a very attractive desk. Where our desk wins, and why people are still actually continuing to come in and buy our desk wins really on the aesthetics. And the more money someone has, the less they're willing to be utilitarian. Like, the higher end you go, the less they care about the utility and the more they care about the aesthetics. We want to show something that is kick-ass, and then we want them to add to cart. Thinking, this is where you're struggling. And this is where all engineers struggle. All engineers struggle, and this is why engineers are bad at selling shit. I'm serious. Thinking is antithetical to purchasing. If they're thinking, they're not buying. We don't want people thinking. We want people buying. For instance, Wyrmwood Throne. I've never liked that damn thing. It's kind of cool. Ed loves it. People see it. You know what they do? They actually don't. They don't really care about the magnetic thing here. They don't. You know what they do? Like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You see it, you want it.
Exactly. We just have to keep that energy. Yeah, so shut your brains off.
I've only turned mine on twice today.
I like the chase or whatever they are, the return.
Yeah, I do too.
Why can't they just fit in between the original cutout that we already have?
Right. I don't know, because they probably have thoughts. They're probably thinking. You could have a return right here. I would even bring it in a little. It doesn't have to be massive.
When you have the standard and the XL, you're going to end up with two different sizes. Unless you take the smaller size and you just put it here, in which case you've got this.
Instead of having two lengths, I would do one length, two widths. So, here's where I'm at right now. I like this. I think we're on the right path for cubbies. I think this is a win. I like the drawer. I still the big pull-out drawers. I still just like those. I think that's going to be a winner. I think we just have to keep riffing on that, and then we may need to spend some time thinking about how that interacts with some of these other things we're developing.
Yeah, it might be some slight resizing to fit all the correct bolt holes and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on making that significantly shorter.
I like the idea that we have the XL and the standard, and then you can get a return. I think the difficulty is going to be, can we get these returns to integrate into the existing aesthetics of the desk? That's going to be the challenge. Our goal, I just want everyone to know, our design goal is to get Matt excited. If Matt is excited, we're launching. If Matt's not happy, if he's not excited, we're not launching.
Wow.
That's basically the standard.
All right.
That's basically the standard.
All right. Looks like desks coming out 2026.
You got Santa Luigi right here.
That's right. The patron saint of CEO murder.
There you go.
Protection of
As a
common citizen.
CEO, I'm
Comforted.
just gonna let that one slide.
Well, I
Let that
mean,
one slide. I'm not a healthcare CEO.
exactly. You're not
Furniture
causing
making CEOs.
death to people.
I feel like on the CEO you want to kill. I feel like the furniture making CEO is pretty far down that list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Healthcare CEO, that might be the top of the murder list.
yeah, I mean, insurance is basically there for no reason except to make people rich. It's just a middleman that does nothing other than allow people to profit off of human suffering.
It's good work if you can get it.
Sure.